Welcome to the Tech Show. I'm Sonia Gavankar. Today we've got an oral care upgrade. We learn the benefits of culturally sensitive doctors, and a hipster's dream tries to take my money. All that and more coming up on the Tech Show. Now it's time for the latest. Random access memory, or RAM, is in just about every piece of technology we use. And it's also in the technology that AI companies like OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, and Meta are using to power their servers in their massive data centers. Now, the world's biggest memory makers, Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron, are taking advantage of a surge in demand, shifting their resources away from consumer-focused products and toward more lucrative deals with AI companies. The result is a severe shortage in RAM for consumer products, which is not only contributing to a price hike on the RAM kits that are used by PC builders, but also for the manufacturers of a range of devices, including laptops, smartphones, gaming consoles, and a whole lot more. Some companies like Raspberry Pi and Framework have already raised the prices of their products as a result of the increase, while others like Dell, Asus, and Acer, as well as Sony's PlayStation in particular, have warned about price hikes coming soon. It doesn't look like the RAM shortage is going to subside anytime soon, as analysts at the International Data Corporation predict that it could persist well into 2027. Trump Mobile executives last month showed off a handset they said was a near production model of the T1 phone to The Verge, according to a report. Among other appearance changes, the smartphone has a completely different camera array design than the one still shown on the T1 purchase page. The Verge says it spoke via video call to two Trump Mobile executives who held up the phone so it could be seen. The interview follows doubts about whether the phone will ever be released after its second advertised launch date of the end of 2025 came and went without any status updates. As of March, the phone's webpage still lists it as being released later this year, which is the same thing it said last year. Trump Mobile launched in June 2025 with a $47.45 a month mobile phone plan and currently sells refurbished Apple and Samsung phones ranging from $369 to $629. The Trump phone, initially announced to be made in the USA, was supposed to launch in August of 2025, but when it became obvious that domestic large-scale smartphone manufacturing would not be possible, Trump Mobile dropped the Made in the US claim. Now, the site simply calls the phone proudly American, without specifying what that means for a device manufactured overseas. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds, pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you.
Spring entertaining is back, and it's all about simple, smart ideas that still feel impressive. Easy cheese pairings can upgrade what you're already serving, whether it's a casual get-together, brunch, or last-minute plans. Joining us now with the perfect pairings is chef and TV personality Julie Hartigan. Julie is a former Food Network chef, TV host, and nationally renowned recipe developer. Welcome, Chef Julie.
Thanks for having me.
What trends are you seeing for spring entertaining?
So we're seeing a shift towards more creative and approachable entertaining at home, and that all starts with Wisconsin cheese. The first thing you want to do is always look for the Proudly Wisconsin cheese badge. And when we talk about Wisconsin, we are talking about the state of cheese, crafting half of the nation's specialty cheese and offering more than 600 type styles and varieties. It's really about discovering new flavors, new pairings, and making everyday moments feel a little more special. For some easy pairings you can try, I love Wood River Creamery Cheddar Gruyere. Just add oat cake, pancakes, fresh blueberries, a drizzle of caramel. It's the perfect sweet and savory bite. For something a little unexpected, try Marika aged Gouda with Panforte, pomegranate molasses, and pink peppercorn. By the way, both of these cheeses are crafted by Wisconsin master cheesemakers, which can take up to 15 years to complete. It's like getting a PhD in cheese. And when you're ready to host brunch, Belgioso Burrata is always a crowd favorite. It's soft and creamy, and when you pair it with fresh berries, granola, and a drizzle of honey, it's perfect for a group. One of my favorite tips is to not waste any cheese. If you have little pieces left over, you can turn them into a really easy Wisconsin cheese lover spread. Just blend them with a little garlic and white wine until it's smooth and creamy. I like using black pepper Bellavitano, cheddar Gruyere, or Gouda. For something a little unexpected, I love going in a sweet direction. I'll pair Kingston Amish Farms blue cheese with a sugar cookie and just a little sage. Or this one surprises people every time. Start with Sartori black pepper Bellavitano. Black peppercorn is actually a fruit, so it pairs fabulously with raspberries and orange zest. For these great recipes and more, you can go to wisconsincheese.com. And don't forget, always look for the Proudly Wisconsin Cheese badge in the specialty cheese section at your local supermarket.
Where can we go for more recipes and more information?
Yeah, so you can learn more at wisconsincheese.com.
Thanks for joining us.
Get new floors during Empire Today's 75% off sale. That's carpet, hardwood, tile, vinyl, and laminate. 75% off. Get Empire's home floor advantage. Plus, we'll beat any competitor's offer, guaranteed. Update your floors with Empire and get 75% off carpet, hardwood, tile, vinyl, and laminate. Visit EmpireToday.com or call or text to schedule your free in-home estimate. You know the number.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today. We were tired of cleaning out our gutters every few months.
And I wanted him off that ladder, so we got Leaf Filter.
Leaf Filter is a permanent gutter solution, so you never have to worry about damage from clogged gutters again. Call 833-LEAF-FILTER today or visit leaffilter.com.
This one goes better with the walls.
This is so much easier than the home improvement store.
There's the measurement fee, delivery fee, restocking fee.
And installation.
Oh, no. That's not my department.
With Empire's Home Floor Advantage, we have clear, all-inclusive pricing. No surprises. And installation is on your schedule.
Call or visit EmpireToday.com and get the Home Floor Advantage.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
Welcome back. Black Americans represent 13% of the U.S. population, yet most health guidance, research, interpretation, and care pathways are built on population-level data that does not reflect how disease presents, progresses, or responds to treatment in Black communities. Black Doctor Inc., the leading health and wellness platform serving Black America for more than 20 years, has continued its mission to address these needs by incorporating AI tools to close the gap between Black people and the care they need. We're lucky to have Aki Garrett, president of Black Doctor, and Steve O'Brien, chief product officer of Black Doctor, here to talk about all of this. Welcome to the Tech Show.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us. Excited to be here.
Tell us about your backgrounds and what led you to Black Doctor.
Sure. So my background has primarily been at the intersection of technology, media, and telecom. I started the early part of my career off in investment banking, doing media M&A, and then went directly into industry and have worked for a number of different media companies focused primarily on digital media. I most recently was at another Black-owned media company, Revolt, where I led all business development and corporate development. And then I got the opportunity to join Black Doctor as president and chief operating officer about a year ago.
And you, Steve?
So I came to Black Doctor relatively new. I'm here since September. Before that, I worked in the healthcare professional space for over 20 years with some companies like Medscape, WebMD, Doximity. And when I came here, I have a great opportunity as we are now building out products specifically for our culturally sensitive physician, our HCB database.
Tell us more about the specific goals of the site.
Yeah, so Black Doctors really has been in existence for over 20 years and was really built to be a hub and a platform for Black patients to get trusted, clinically approved medical content and health content to make their lives better and the lives of their families better. It is focused a lot on the consumer side. When you go to blackdoctor.com And much more recently, we also launched an HCP-focused site called Black Doctor Pro. If you go to blackdoctor.pro, you will see a lot of content that is written for and written by healthcare practitioners. On both sites and across our platform, all of our content, or so I say the vast majority of our content is medically reviewed, and there's clinical rigor put into the content to make sure that it's both accurate and factual. And so we try to appeal to both sides of the health equation, which is not only the patient, but also the care provider, to make sure that both sides are having a conversation. Both sides are aware of the cultural sensitivities that this specific patient population has, and that we're constantly building trust between the healthcare system and Black patients across America.
Can you tell me the difference between Black Doctor and blackdoctor.pro? Is pro for healthcare professionals to talk to each other?
That's correct. So Black Doctor Pro is where our HCP focused content is published. Blackdoctor.com is focused specifically on talking to consumers. So as you can imagine, in speaking with consumers on the blackdoctor.com side, we have to make it much more relatable. The content has to be much more palatable and written more in layman's terms, and it has to be written in a way that garners trust, garners understanding by a consumer who may or may not be as educated around certain health terms, certain clinical terms, so forth and so on. And frankly, consumers that may not know much about a condition that they have or a condition that one of their loved ones has. And so we try to write it in a very relatable fashion and a usable fashion. So that way a patient feels educated, they feel empowered when they go in to visit with their care provider. On the HCP side or blackdoctor.pro side, it's written much more from a clinical and scientific perspective. So we look at a lot at research, the latest news. We look at a lot of the latest regulatory and legal actions that are happening in the healthcare space and impacting the healthcare space.
Yeah, and as you heard Aki mention the word tool, and that's really what the goal is for blackdoctor.pro, is to be the tool for our healthcare professional audience.
For people who are wondering what the importance of a culturally sensitive doctor is, you explained it in a nutshell. Steve, can you tell us about the new initiative and how AI plays a role?
So we've recently released 2 new AI-based products, and they're really meant to build upon, obviously the trust that the community has with us. Our first is our WellBot. So this is really helping physicians treat their patients better using AI cases, meaning the patients themselves are AI. So you're able to talk to it, interact with it, but the AI is also judging you on what you're doing, grading you. So we could hopefully make sure that when the ACP is talking to a patient, especially if they're not a culturally sensitive physician, what do they need to be aware of? A lot of the things that Aki had mentioned, it's a big nut to challenge to try to break down that bias or that mistrust and distrust. So we're hoping using AI as a tool, we could train HCPs to be better in terms of dealing with their patient population, but also being able to provide them guidance on what their maybe questions they didn't ask or questions they should ask, or even just certain topics that they should be aware of when they're dealing with their patients. So our AI WellBot is really designed to help improve patient care from the physician by training them on what they should be aware of and maybe some of the new treatments, but how they're dealing with these AI patients. So that's for our HCP audience. For our consumer audience, which is quite large, we released something called Health on Point. Now, what we saw as a gap is that maybe there is a little bit of a hesitancy when going to a physician because of what's gone on over the last couple of decades in terms of not having that trust into your healthcare provider. What Health on Point is going to do is be an AI where you could ask it questions. And so before you go to your doctor visit, let's say you just got diagnosed with breast cancer or diagnosed with prostate cancer, ask a very sensitive, ask a very trustworthy AI avatar that will be able to respond back to your answers.
Here at the Tech Show, we're always pleased to see AI working for good, and you are certainly doing that with Black Doctor. Can you tell us how you joined and stay informed, and what about live events? Anything that we can just show up to?
Yeah, so upcoming we'll be at Cannes Festival of Creativity in late June in Cannes, France. We'll have the Black Doctor House there. It'll be 5 days of exploring various health conditions, having tons of conversations around health and wellness within the Black community. There'll be some celebrity appearances there as well. So we're really excited about that. In August, we will be at Martha's Vineyard doing some programming at the end of August around health equity as a part of our generational health initiative. And then in late September, early October, we will be in DC with the inaugural first ever Black Doctor Film Festival, where we will screen some of the best short and feature-length films in the health equity space around various conditions or across various conditions. So those are the 3 big events coming up for the remainder of this year. And then you can always visit us on our platforms. We have tons of Black Doctor Lives as well. So yeah, excited to have you join us, in person or even virtually on one of our Black Doctor Lives on our platform.
So we sign up for Black Doctor, subscribe to the YouTube and the podcast Pulse. Got it. Thanks so much for coming on and sharing some time with us and giving us all this great information. Please check back in with us and tell us how it's going. We have to take a break, but there's more Tech Show right after this.
This one goes better with the walls.
This is so much easier than the home improvement store.
There's the measurement fee, delivery fee, restocking fee.
And installation?
Oh, no. That's not my department.
With Empire's Home Floor Advantage, we have clear, all-inclusive pricing. No surprises. And installation is on your schedule.
Call or visit empiretoday.com and get the home floor advantage.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
Ready to lose those last few pounds before your vacay? Alex Chen has his list of the best free fitness apps in app tech.
If you're looking for fitness apps that actually make a difference, whether that's tracking your workouts properly, nutrition tracking, water tracking, sleep tracking, or simplifying your entire health setup, you're in the right place. So I spent all of 2025 testing and reviewing health and fitness apps. I'm breaking down 8 actually useful fitness apps going into 2026. And every app on this list is something that I actually tried and reviewed all on my YouTube channel. So if you're trying to kickstart 2026 in the right way, this list will save you tons of time. So starting off with number 1 is Bevel. So Bevel is hands down one of the best free all-in-one fitness apps out right now. This app covers nutrition tracking, sleep tracking, habit tracking, water logging, and it also has a handful of really clean Apple Watch complications, including the coveted body battery. Now, what makes Bevel actually useful is that it lets you delete a bunch of other fitness apps you probably already have installed. And on top of that, it's completely free, which is honestly kind of crazy considering how much you get out of the app. Now, my favorite feature is called the nutrition score. Once you log enough food for the day, it gives you a score that shows how balanced your diet was, which makes nutrition tracking feel way more engaging instead of overwhelming. But if you're less focused on lifestyle tracking and more focused on getting stronger in the gym, the next app has a completely different approach. So JFit is essentially a workout tracking app that might actually be able to replace your fitness trainer at the gym. At its core, JFit basically lets you log all your workouts. So this means your sets, your reps, your weights, and it shows you a full history of all of your training all on the app, which means you can see your progression over time. Now, when you finish the workout, it can actually compare the weight that you lifted in volume compared to a tree or a yacht, boat, or even some animals, which is a really fun and unique way to look at your workout in a completely different angle. Now, the most amazing feature is the AI-powered progressive overload system. It uses your historical lifting data to automatically adjust your weights and reps for future workouts, so you're always progressing toward your goals without guessing. Now, if you want something similar for lifting, but you want something that has a little bit better UI and a bit more flexibility, this next app might be your style. So Heavy is another workout tracking app similar to JFit where you can log your sets, reps, and weights, but the biggest difference is the UI. So it's super smooth, very clean, and really easy to navigate, especially when you're mid-workout. Now, one of my favorite features is how it integrates with the Apple Watch, and much like JFit, you can use the Apple Watch while you're working out to A, not use your phone, and B, close your rings for for Apple Health. Now, the most unique feature about Heavy is that you can actually use ChatGPT and integrate it into the app so that you build your workout using ChatGPT and then it can transfer directly from ChatGPT onto your app, which means you can have a full workout program automatically onto your app from ChatGPT. So Lively is one of my favorite health and wellness apps out right now. It takes all the data from your fitness tracker and turns it into actionable and tangible goals, whether that's related to sleep, recovery, or training. So basically it takes all the data from your fitness tracker and turns it into actionable and tangible goals, whether that's related to sleep, recovery, or training.
This year, go beyond the expected and give mom something she really wants, a little time back. From thoughtful gifts to time-saving solutions, Mom on the Run Colleen Burns is here with fresh ideas to make Mother's Day feel truly meaningful. Hi, Colleen.
Hey there, I have some ideas whether you're buying a gift for the moms in your life or dropping hints for yourself for Mother's Day. When I think about my favorite gifts, they're personalized, and you can make personalized gifts yourself with Cricut Joy Extra. It's powered by Cricut Design Space, the all-in-one intuitive platform. Cricut's new guided flows offer step-by-step guidance so you can create with confidence. There's so many projects you can make this Mother's Day, from flowers and artwork to custom mugs. With Cricut, you can give mom a gift she'll treasure forever. And I don't know about you, but I can't do motherhood without caffeine. And look at this beautiful Jura C9 automatic coffee machine. It gives mom a cafe-style coffee experience at home. It's extremely easy to use, and mom can start her day with the option of 17 different specialties, from strong espresso to flat white to an aromatic light brew. Jura's exclusive light extraction process prepares a light brew that is smooth, aromatic, and ready to enjoy immediately. The professional aroma grinder perfectly grinds fresh whole beans every time for maximum flavor. Mom will absolutely use a Hulken bag every single day. It carries everything, rolls effortlessly, saves your shoulders, and folds flat when you're done. Perfect for outings with the kids, packed with toys, snacks, and all the extras, or for groceries, errands, and visiting friends. Nothing matters more to mom than keeping her family safe, and a doorbell camera that records events alone isn't enough. Simply Safe has developed a more proactive approach with its latest outdoor camera and active guard monitoring service. The outdoor camera uses AI to quickly identify potential threats approaching your home and alert Simply Safe live agents who can see and actually speak to potential intruders to deter them from causing harm to your home and family. Leading up to Mother's Day, you can get 50% off any Simply Safe system plus the outdoor camera when you sign up for professional monitoring. For more information and gift ideas, visit dailylounge.com. Back to you.
Thanks, Colleen. We have to take one final break, then we're back with Take My Money right here on The Tech Show. Stay with us. Now it's time for Take My Money, where this time we have a music player that's sure to impress.
People say I'm crazy. Just let them talk, but I really don't mind. You know, for me it's all a different story. Because I found what is so hard to find. Crazy about you. Crazy about the things you do. Ain't no one else makes me feel so good. I'm just crazy about you.
Oh, this is beautiful. I love the way it looks, and it'll go perfectly with my dad's custom box speakers. So retro music player. Oh, I'm obsessed with you. I really want it to look beautiful. Take my money. Send it to me immediately. Oh. Thanks so much for joining us this week. Follow us at The Tech Show TV and join the conversation. Tech you later.